and we're back at Talgarth Mill. We've done all the cooking and I wanted to come inside and show you what the mill actually does. So I'm here with Neil McPherson, who is working at the mill today. And Neil, so tell us, what are we seeing? What room are we in at the moment?
Okay, this room is called the wheel room.
Okay.
And this is the room that produces the power to drive the stones which grind the grain into flour.
Okay.
Okay? So if you can see through that glass window,
right, okay.
you'll see the spokes of the water wheel
Okay.
turning. There we are, just one
right,
past now.
yeah, just a bit like a big shadow going across.
Just like a big
the-
shadow going across.
Okay.
Now that wheel is on the other side of that wall, and that is attached by a huge oak axle to this big wheel here,
Okay.
which is called the pit wheel. Okay.
Okay.
The pit wheel then transfers the power from the water wheel through this gearing here. This small cog is called the wallower,
Okay. Oh, that's a bit lighter.
and then you've got this wheel here. This is called the spur wheel,
Right.
and that's the one that provides the drive to turn the stones.
Right, okay.
Okay. So the power from the water wheel comes through this gearing, right, to power this spur wheel here,
Right.
which drives that cog.
Oh, which you can just see at the
gap.
yeah, just
Okay.
see if I can get a
Just see
picture
the
of
gap
that.
through there.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Well, on that spindle there that's turning
Right,
with a stone nut, right, that goes up through the floor,
right,
up through the bottom stone, because there is a pair of stones, but only one of them is turning.
right,
So
okay.
there's up through the bottom stone, which is stationary, and then at the top of that axle, there is a metal cross,
Right.
which the top stone sits on, okay, and that turns the top stone.
Can we have a look at that?
Yes, you can. Yeah, we'll take you up to the next one. We'll have
Okay.
to go to the next level.
Right, okay. So while we're going, so can you tell us how long Talgarth Mill's been here? Because recently I understand you had a grant to get the mill up and going here. Is that
Yeah,
right?
the grant we got was from the big lottery. In total, it was just under £800,000 to do the mill, restore the mill,
Right.
and to restore the cafe and provide all the equipment. The mill started off in the 1700s and ran until 1946.
Okay.
And the only reason it stopped in 1946 because there was a dispute about the water. So the miller at the time destroyed all the machinery. So when they came to restore here in 2010, 2011, there was hardly anything here because it was used as a builder's yard or a storage yard
Right.
after 1946. So they basically started with an empty shell,
Right.
a few bits and pieces here.
So where does the next bit that happens? Which way do we
Okay,
have to
we'll
go?
go upstairs now.
Okay, so we're going through. So at Talgarth Mill, you can actually come here with your family and you can learn all about the mill. So we're going to go outside now, out to the sunshine. So where are we going? So this is
Right,
upstairs.
we're going up to the middle floor now because the
Okay.
building is 3 floors.
Oh, right, okay.
The top floor is where the grain is held.
Right,
Right, and that's fed by gravity to the middle floor where the stones are, and
Right.
that does all the grinding process. And then by gravity, the flour comes to the bottom floor.
okay,
Okay.
lead on. So, oh, if you can hear that water. Right,
Yeah, we'll
okay,
go
so
out.
in we go.
So we're on the middle floor. This is a stone
Watch
roof.
your head. Yep.
Watch your head. Yeah.
Okay, through the door. Ah, wow. Okay,
So what happens here is that grain from the top floor
right,
comes through this piece of sacking into this hopper here.
okay,
At the bottom of this hopper, this is rye grain that we're using at the moment.
okay. Okay,
Okay. There's a hole at the bottom of this hopper which feeds this. This is called a slipper or a shoe.
slipper or shoe, okay.
So
Oh, right,
it might be better if you go get a better shot looking down that way.
right,
And it's knocking against this triangular piece of metal which is called a damsel. And you can see what's happening. It's just knocking against it and the grain is going into the eye of the stone.
right,
Okay. Now I can adjust the angle of this, right? If I increase the angle, more grain will go in.
right,
If I reduce the angle, conversely, less grain will go in. But we get the expression grind to a halt, too much in.
ah, right, okay,
So you can see that the top wheel, the top stone is turning, which in turn is turning the damsel and knocking the grain in.
yeah, I suppose I'm surprised because when you think of a stone, you think of it being open, but actually you've encased this
Yeah, this is a
In case
wooden
it-
ton,
Right,
and that's
okay.
to stop flour being everywhere. You'd be covered in flour dust.
Yeah, of course you would.
And also, flour dust is combustible.
Oh, right.
So, if there was a spark, it could set things alight.
Right, okay, that's, yeah,
Okay.
that's good to know.
So, the quality of flour depends on three things. Obviously, the water,
Right,
how much grain is going into the stones, and how far apart the stones are.
right, okay.
So we can control the water over here.
Oh, let's look. So this is...
So you're seeing the top of the water wheel there.
Yeah, look at that. So which river or stream is out there?
That's the end. That's
Yeah.
the end.
Right, okay. And so the water wheel, which we can just see going round, is there. Okay.
And this is our, if you like, our cruise control.
Oh, right.
So what we do is, normally this lever is down here, which shuts a sluice in the 10-stop reservoir here. We open up the water and let that fill so we've got a good head of water. Open this up and start the wheel rolling.
Right.
And then once we've got the wheel rolling, put that back down so we've got the wheel at a constant speed and just lock it off. And that will run all day as long as there's enough water.
Wow. Okay.
So as I said, it's our cruise control.
Right, okay. Love
Okay.
it. Right. So what's next? So what happens next? So is that, so where is the flour?
The flour is downstairs, but what I'll do is we'll go out to the water
Okay.
wheel.
Yeah. So we're going back out. It's such a lovely building. If you get a chance, come to Talgarth Mill. So we're going back through. So an outside for this virtual tour we're having with Woody. Oh. So this is this called the chase?
This is called the leat.
The leat. Okay.
Yeah. So this is what supplies the water to the wheel.
Right, okay.
Normally when we start off, those boards are shut. So this part of the channel, this part of the leat is dry.
Okay.
So that means there's no water going to the wheel and the wheel is stopped.
Right, okay.
Okay. This leat goes for about 100 yards to meets the water. There's a pool made by a weir, and that's where our first sluice gate is.
Right.
And when I open that sluice gate, that will supply water to here. Right? And normally, the water will just go under that little bridge there, back into the river. Right? And the wheel will be stopped. If I want to start the water wheel, I'll open up the boards. That allows water to go into here, right? And it goes under here, through that old riveted pipe, and onto the water wheel. I'll go down there.
Well, it's such a beautiful day here in Talgarth. The sun is shining, spring really is with us. So we're at the end of our live cookout, and we've come to see actually how the mill works in Talgarth. So we're not going to be deafened by water. Look at that beautiful water wheel.
So this is what provides all the power.
Okay. And how much power does it? Is it just this driving it?
So it's about a 6.5 horsepower system, the whole thing. It takes about 800 litres to turn the wheel when we're turning the stone. The stone that we're turning weighs over 540 kilograms. It's quite a lot of weight to turn. So once it is turning, it's called an overshot wheel because the water comes in at the top. Okay? Each one of those slats that you see is a bucket, and there's 42 on that wheel. Yeah, and it's much more efficient having the water going at the top than it is having it underneath. Paddle through.
Is there any reason why there's 42 or just happens to be?
I think it's to do with the size of the wheel.
Right. So all you're doing is diverting the water.
Yeah.
It comes in here and then
And
it
it
goes
goes
back.
back into the river. So we're not keeping any of the water, we're not storing any of the water, we're just using it. And the good thing about using water power is that 20 or 30 yards downstream there could be another mill using exactly the same water. Yeah.
through, back up behind the watermill. Oh, it gets quiet.
These are all things that we found in the river.
Oh wow, look at that.
So, an old gate latch,
Right.
old nails that we found. There is a knife somewhere, an old knife. Oh yeah,
Oh, and a bit of a grate.
an old knife here.
So these will, are they coming up over the water wheel, or have you
No,
just
no,
seen
we've dug these
Oh,
out
right,
on the
okay.
river when he needed to build a sump.
them? Right,
So all these
okay.
things.
So now, which floor are we going up to
We're
now?
going down to the bottom floor now, back where we started.
Okay. And now we're just cleaning up our cookout, you can see. Sue. Then back in through the door. And
The final
history.
stage is the flower.
Okay. So back into that beautiful hall, look at that. Oh, and so it comes up, that's amazing. So here, it's just coming out. Look at that, little puffs of flower at a time.
Well, the reason it comes out in a little spurt like that is because around the circumference of the wheel, there's a piece of wood that gathers up the flower that's been made round the circumference of the stone.
Right.
And just, there's a hole about here, and as soon as it passes that hole, it just falls through the hole.
So where we were upstairs, which is where the stone was,
Yeah.
that's directly linked to this.
Yes.
It's coming down.
So there's the bottom stone there.
Okay, you can see that.
Okay.
That's where we were upstairs a minute ago.
That's where we were
Really
upstairs.
good.
View of the stone.
Yeah, that's amazing. So that's coming
Okay.
out. So how much flour would you expect to make in a day here?
Well, we're moving very slowly at the moment. We have done about 150 kilograms in a day. But we're doing averaging about 50 at the moment because
Right, okay.
we're just going slowly.
So when you have some Talgarth Mill flour, this is the process that you're seeing,
Yeah.
and this is the flour that you have in that really traditional way.
And
So bag yourself some today.
And this is the final product. There's nothing added to it. There's no preservative.
Right.
It's all wholemeal, so you get the whole grain ground up. So that's the bran, the wheat germ, the flour inside, everything.
Which is the flour that we've been using today. It's amazing. Neil, thank you very much. It's been
My
amazing.
pleasure.